1.4 billion, 113,000 retail stores, one of the most copied marketing playbooks of the decade. Every YouTuber on the internet has covered Liquid Death, and every single one of them has missed the point. Because Liquid Death isn't a water company that got good at marketing, it's an entertainment company that uses water as merch. You might have heard things like this before and thought to yourself, well, there's no way that applies to me, I'm just a small Shopify store. Well, that's actually not the case. Mike Cesario in 2017 can't find anyone to manufacture his canned water idea. Every co-packer laughs him out of the room, so he does something that no founder would do. He had the balls to pull together $1,500, hire an actor, and shoot a video of this actor getting fake waterboarded with a Liquid Death can.
Hi, I'm a professional actor, and I'm getting paid to tell you about a revolutionary new product.
Liquid Death Mountain Water. Liquid Death Mountain Water.
Made from the deadliest stuff on earth.
Uploads it to Facebook, and a few weeks later, he has 3 million views and 80,000 followers. Manufacturers start calling back, and as we know today, they're a $1.4 billion company with 113,000 retail stores. Here's where every YouTuber stops the story. They say, be entertaining like Liquid Death, make funnier posts, don't be corporate. That's the takeaway, but that's wrong. The actual lesson here is that Liquid Death isn't a water brand with a comedy hobby on the side. It's a comedy brand that sells water. And you might be thinking to yourself, yeah, like, okay, but I'm not a videographer. I don't have that budget, blah, 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 blah. But frankly, that is actually a huge advantage for you because in 2026, high budget content can honestly get mixed up with AI slop. So the most advantageous thing you can do is be genuine to yourself and be genuine to the person who started this brand that you run, who you're hiring. So if you have a social media manager already, chances are you threw up a post where they said they have to be good at SEO or good at managing different Instagram content, but that's actually not helpful to you at all. You actually might be better off hiring an actual local comedian, maybe on a contract, and having them make content for you rather than just some college bloke who doesn't really have that many real world skills that you can't do yourself to quote unquote run your social media brand. Look at Cesario. His first marketing hires didn't come from the brand world. They came from Vice, College Humor, Sketch, people who've entertained audiences for a living. The role of a social media manager is structurally incapable of competing with a writer's room. It's not the person's fault, it's the role's fault. The fix isn't be more entertaining on Instagram. The fix is if your content needs to be entertaining or sad or anything along those lines, you can hire an actor for cents on the dollar and get them to make content. Lesson 2 is the reframe. This is the one most store owners get backwards. A social media post is a one-time asset. It hits the feed, dies, disappears. Liquid Death doesn't make posts, they make IP. The witch they hired to curse the water, the Greatest Hates album where they turned the worst social media comments into actual music. These are recurring formats and things that you should actually be thinking about. Each one isn't a singular post, it's a property. It's something people can look forward to. So the fix is not that you start planning posts. You start planning properties, a character your audience recognizes, a recurring bit, a series. This actually makes your life a lot easier because posts decay, but IP compounds. That's the difference between a brand that's relevant in 5 years and one whose Instagram looks like a graveyard. Lesson number 3 is the continuity of your content. If you look at Liquid Death, it's not that they're just making great content that's recurring and recognizable, but they're actually making sure to include that content across any time you see them, whether that's a poster, a billboard while you're driving, or the hero section of their website. They are interweaving their content everywhere. Remember, this doesn't require millions of dollars in budget to do. This can be as little as including the shorts you're proud of on your website so people are familiar with your voice, what you show, your characters, your humor, essentially the emotions you're trying to portray. And you can do this really easily and for free by using Harloop, which link is in the bio. But essentially, the point is, be continuous in your content. When you make it recurring and you have it show up in different places, not only will you make the content itself better and more powerful, but it's a lot easier to do it over and over and over again over the long haul. Here's the brutal truth. You don't have a social media problem. You have a structural problem. Your team isn't built like an entertainment company because you don't think you're an entertainment company. That one little switch will change the psychology of how you handle marketing, and ultimately, even if you're the tiniest Shopify store, help you grow in recognition and help you grow in sales. Bookmark this and watch it the next time you're thinking about hiring a social media manager or expanding the team. It'll do you great, great good.